Hi Capricorns and welcome. This is your general tarot scope for the month of October 2017. I'm using the Golden Tarot deck this time, giving my other one a rest. So I did pre-shuffle, and I do pre-shuffle before the video because this is a bigger deck, and it takes me some time and I can be clumsy with shuffling, and so that's why I do that, and I don't want to prolong the video from me shuffling, and that's pretty boring. And so I did lay out your spread, and just to let you know, I've been saying this in every video for this time, is that the energies of this reading can leak in from the prior month, 2 weeks, the ending of the 2 weeks of the month. So last month, the last 2 weeks of last month, leaking into this month of October, and then it can also go into 2 weeks of the beginning of next month. So just want to lay that out there. So what do we have first is the Ten of Wands. Now this has to do with burdens and carrying out burdens for a very long time. It is a 10, and that means that, yeah, it's been a very long time, but this is also a card of completion. So what you're going to be doing is all those burdens that you've been carrying, or what you should be doing is not really letting them go, putting it to good use, and bringing something else into fruition from that burden. So it is a card of completion though, and so put down those burdens, build something new from them. So it is an ending coming into a new beginning, but it is saying that you will be, or you can be, using all those burdens. And because with the traditional deck, the wands, all the wands have like flowers on them, so it's saying that that's why it's saying that you will be using or making good use of those burdens that you've been carrying for a very long time, and building something new from it. Next card we have is the Two of Swords. Now this card is all about balance. It's being, you're kind of at a stalemate. You can't choose between two things. It can be multiple things, but basically two things. And so you can't sway one way or the other right now. You're pretty much just not stuck. You can't say stuck, but you're just really weighing your options on which one to choose. So some kind of choice to be made here, but you're at a stalemate with it. You just can't choose one way or the other. And then I also want to just add that whatever is coming up in your spread at this time, it can happen anytime during the month of October. Or like I said, it leaked in from the last 2 weeks of the previous month and can leak into or go into the first 2 weeks of the next month. Next card we have is the Knight of Swords. Now this is swift moving energy. Maybe you're cutting through the bullshit right now, in not the early stages, but kind of getting to that point where you're cutting through the bullshit right now. And it is an action card. This shows that the horse is moving, so it is action. So swift moving news or message coming to you. Could be a knight in shining armor excuse me, coming into your life at this time. It could be a romantic message, or news. What else could it be? Could be even an invitation from somebody to go out on a date, or just spending time with friends or family. So there's a few messages going on in there, but the swift news could come in the form of it coming straight from the person's mouth, and or like via text message or email or something like that, but it's a very swift message. Next card we have is the Five of Wands. Now fives represent instability and change and leaving a rut that you're stuck in. This one is not too bad though, because it does show conflict, but it could be preparing you something in the future. But it also is the kind of conflict where it's not that serious, and you can just blow it off, is what it's saying here. And it kind of can be like mock fighting. That's why I say it's not too serious. And but it is something that's preparing you for something to come. And so just be prepared for some kind of conflict coming in. But like I said, it's not a serious conflict. It's something that you can just blow off. Next we have is the Two of Cups. Now this card is about balance again. emotional balance. It is a card of basically about connection and connecting with somebody. Could be on a romantic level because it shows that love coming in, or you really connecting emotionally with somebody else. Sorry for shaking the table. I have a card table. That's not that stable. Sorry about that. And or so love coming in or emotional connection with somebody else, but it is all about connecting emotionally with somebody else. It doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. It could be just with a good friend or a relative, even a coworker, but it is connecting with somebody else. Next card we have is the Five of Pentacles. So again, you have another 5. And again, that's instability and change and leaving a rut that you're stuck in. It could be a financial. Now, it could be financial just because it's Pentacles in here. But it could be also related with time management. Because I like to also connect the Pentacles with not just financial, but with time related or something meaningful to you. So, but change is involved here again. And what else is going on? It also shows hardship as well, going through some hardship, but getting out of it and having help. There will be help there for you. Look within and you'll find the answers, or there will be a little literal help for you from somebody else, but going through some kind of hardship at this time. In one of my decks, it shows Pentacles, 5 Pentacles on a tree in a snow, and there's a snowbell growing in the snow. And what that just means is that you can get through anything and you can survive anything, because that little flower is surviving through the harshest winters. So going through a hard time, a hardship, and it could be, like I said, financial, but it could be time management, it could be with your job, it could be really related with anything at this time. We're going through some kind of hardship at this time. But like I said, getting through it though, getting through it and surviving. And like I said, look within for the answers, or there will be literal help for you. Next card we have is the Page of Wands. This is the last card, and could be dealing with an immature person who is quite passionate and fiery, who is a lot of fun, has a lot of jokes, but like I said, immature, dealing with some kind of immature person. If it's not an immature person, you're dealing with some kind of passion, young, it's a young stage, premature stage at this time, and it could be that kind of energy, fiery, passionate energy, and or you could be dealing with your child or a child of somebody else at this time. Could be getting some swift news or message coming your way. It's a passionate one at that, fiery, but it is swift, and again, it could be straight from the horse's mouth or from that person, or via text or email. However swift that occurs. I think that's all with that one, but some kind of immaturity or premature stage at this time. Excuse me. So let's kind of recap here. So completion, carrying heavy burdens for a very long time, but building anew from that, and being at a stalemate, just can't choose which way to sway or make a decision on something at this time. So really stuck in making a decision. Maybe a romantic night coming in, swift news coming in, or a message coming into you. Could be romantic. It could be just be an invitation for going on a date, or spending time with friends, family, co-workers, something like that. But it's an action card, so be aware of that. And then twice you get instability and change and leaving a rut that you're stuck in, but one is more of a passionate, fiery kind of situation, and the other one is maybe financial or time related, but something meaningful, but some kind of conflict going on at this time. But like I said, it's nothing really serious, and it's something you can just blow off, but it is preparing you for something else. And then romantic, romance, or some kind of connection, a strong connection, emotional connection here. And it could be romantic, not necessarily so, but it is a deep connection here. And it could be just even a connection with could be with a romantic side, but it could be just with friends or family, or even a coworker. And then hardship coming in for you, and it could be financial, it could just be time or time management, but something meaningful meaningful to you, but some kind of hardship coming in, but you will survive. Look within for the answers, or you will have literal help to help you through it. And dealing with an immature person, or a child, your child, or a child of somebody else, and or some kind of swift news coming into you. It's still premature at this time though, but it could be literally from a person, or text, or via email with that, but some kind of news or message coming into you. But some kind of immaturity. But if it's not a person, then you're dealing with a premature kind of just the beginning of the fiery passion of something for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it makes sense for you. Hope it resonates with you guys. And I'd like to wish you a happy Halloween. I hope all you guys enjoy your Halloween at this time. And I'll see you guys next month. If I'm not doing the weeklies yet, I'll try to get through that. But for now, I'm just doing the monthlies. And just remember, it takes two to tarot. And I bid you aloha.